Hey everybody, welcome to season 2 of Rack and Rod Chronicles, and we couldn't be happier to have you guys here with us. So we've had a lot of changes going on. We have a few changes on the team. We had all kinds of stuff go throughout the late season while we took a break from season 1 to season 2. And we're excited to be back on Carbon and bringing you the action. So with this year, you're going to see a lot of different hunts right now as we speak. Bethany and McKenna are out in Nebraska at Central Nebraska Outfitters hunting turkeys with a bow. You'll see turkey action from Pennsylvania, turkey action from Kansas. We'll be headed back out to B&D Outfitters in Illinois this coming fall for rut. We have a bunch of viewers going with us, so hopefully that trip turns into an every year annual trip. But obviously, we took a break around Christmas time. Wanting to get everybody spending time with their families and kind of take a break from filming and just relax a little bit. In the meantime, we did get out in the woods for late season. We've been out shed hunting, and I'm actually standing in the Anvil trailer right now getting ready to go shed hunting myself. So I'm going to get the squad fired up. Check out a little bit of late season action that Rick had. Ricky did not find what he was looking for, but he definitely found something. So check it out and we'll be back.
Morning. It is January 16th. It's the last Saturday of Pennsylvania late season. And I'm down here at the property. Planning on going for a walk this morning and looking for sign because we still have Monday. But problem is there's no snow down here. At my house we have snow and sleet this morning. So I'm still gonna go for a walk and see what I see, but it's not gonna be as good because there's no snow. So it's gonna be a lot tougher. But one good thing is Daniel is down here and he is up in the pine tree stand where we got a trail camera picture of a pretty nice buck. It looks nice, it's pretty blurry, but we're gonna see. So today's my first day trying out this new outfit, new uniform, new camo by Scree. Looking forward to it. Boy, it fits good. I normally take an XL and everything, but I got a 2X in this, and so far my pants, shirt, jacket, vest, everything fits perfect in a 2XL. So it's perfect weather to try it out because it's kind of miserable and sleety, and so we're gonna get dressed here, get loaded up. We're taking the bow and see if we see anything today. We at least know there was one buck, or there is one buck down here still. So stay with us. I think I'm gonna start off with just the jacket because I'm gonna be doing some walking. And then if I get cold, I'll put the vest on. But we're going to start off with just the jacket and see. Doing a little test on this new equipment. So it looks sharp, feels good. So we'll see. Plenty of pockets. Very comfortable. Also, we got new binoculars that I've been using, and they are awesome. They're called Alpins. Tiny, light, clear. That's the key. Like, man, they are clear as anything. So I've been using Nikons for many years, but they're a lot bigger, a lot bulkier, and I didn't think they were that clear for some reason. So love the new binoculars. All right, let's check this doe out. Or deer out, I guess. Here's the answer to that. We know how this deer died. Looks like a shot that was way back. And actually, it looks like someone cut the antlers off this. So why would they cut the antlers off and not take the arrow? That's odd. That's real odd. Sad ending to a story here, but not good. Another nice rub down here over the edge. We normally would walk up there and you would never see this rub unless you came down here and walked along the edge of the creek. So definitely getting to see where the deer were this year and where the sign is. Good to know. Well, guys, just dealt with 2 trespassers that were probably hunting here all season. Definitely during rifle season. Today it was a father and son, and he's walking around with his .22, probably putting on drives for his son. I think we saw him during rifle season, saw us and just kept on walking. And his son was sitting right here on this trail. You know, never asked permission, but at least when I spoke to him today, he apologized and said he wouldn't be back, and that's all you can hope for, and hopefully it's done. And I didn't yell or scream at him or curse or anything like that. I just said, hey, you know, how would you like it done if you had property and if you were paying good money to hunt here? So it all went well. I walked him to the end of the property only because I originally had planned on walking up here just to see what it was like up here and just see where the property lines were, but they left and hopefully they won't be back. So I'm gonna head towards Daniel up here in the pine tree stand. Hopefully he's seen stuff. Maybe he shot one, or maybe I'll push one to him, but stick with us.
So not probably what most people want to find when they're out on their property or lease is finding a dead deer with an arrow in it, and you definitely don't want to find trespassers. So Ricky did a really good job, walked those guys off the property with no other altercations. So definitely a good outcome there. So back last season, you've probably heard us mention a couple times Newton Ransom Outdoors. They're good friends of ours, located just up the road from us, actually where Ricky lives. And every year they do an annual shoot. So unfortunately it was the middle of hunting season, so not all of us can make it. But Ricky went up and checked out the shoot. We donated them over some Rio ammo for their shotgun shooting. So check out a little bit of this shoot. Awesome time, awesome people, and hopefully we'll make it to that shoot this year. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, how's it going? We're here with Newton Ransom Outdoors. It is October 10th. It's actually a Saturday in deer season, which is unusual for us. We should be in the woods, but I try to have an annual shoot every year with some friends and family, try to throw a bunch of clay birds, shoot some open range targets, and it just so worked out that we couldn't do it until October this year. So we're blessed with beautiful weather. We're gonna have some fun. We got some Rio ammunition that we're trying out this year, so we got our trap thrower over here. We got 5 ranges set up, and we're having some fun today. So stay with us, check us out on YouTube, check us out on Rack and Rod Chronicles, and let's see what we got going on here. So like I said, in addition to the clay bird, we're just doing some regular downrange shooting with rifles and pistols today too. So we got everything from 10 to 25, 50, 75, and 100. And got some people just zeroing in rifles. We got some deer rifles, we got some ARs, we got pistols. So just out here having some fun today.
So aside from hunting, fishing, everything else that goes on outdoors, springtime, which is right now, is time to go out and find some sheds. So I spent a little time when we still had some snow here in PA to try to go find some antlers underneath the pines with no luck. Keith and I also decided that we were going to reach out to our buddies, Ned and Brian, who are elk guides out in western Pennsylvania, and we went and did a little elk shed hunting. Now, Pennsylvania is definitely not known as a big elk state, but it definitely should be, because we have some big bulls here. So check out a little bit of the hike we took with Ned and Brian looking for some elk sheds, and enjoy it. Good afternoon, everybody. We are out here in western Pennsylvania waiting for our buddies Ned and Brian to get here, meeting us. Keith's inside getting ready. We're at the Kehana Lodge Bar and Grill. Got in late last night out here in western PA. Going up to do a little elk shed hunting, so hopefully we find some white gold, or brown gold in this case, but stay tuned. Season 2 will be full of surprises, full of great content, so stick around and we'll talk to you guys in the field. So guys, we are out with our good friends Brian and Ned, who are both elk guides in western PA. And we are on search of some elk or whitetail antlers, preferably elk, but we'll take what we can get. So we are out walking a little after almost 10 o'clock in the morning here. Got some good elk sign, and we just need to find some antlers. So we actually ran into a guy that Brian knows this morning who found 3 antlers, 2 really good ones and a spike. But we're searching, so we'll see what happens. Keith is down on the other side. Brian's up ahead of me a little bit. So keep it going, see what happens. So guys, what we got going on here and what we're looking for is this right here. They call it barking. So the elk will come in here and bark the trees. They'll peel off that bark and eat it for sugar. So we're hoping that somewhere where these trees are freshly barked, like that one I was just showing you, that was green, that we'll find an antler in here. But you could tell, I mean, you can see that these are bottom teeth marks all the way down. So hopefully while they're doing that, they jostle an antler loose. And I apologize for all the head movement, but this was probably the easiest way to film this, so that we can get, you know, the whole deal, and hopefully we find an antler that's much easier to see.
Alright guys, we're going to take a little break here. Going to have a rowdy bar. Just waiting for the other guys to catch up a little bit. They're on the other side of the creek back here. So we can catch up so we get them more evened up, and we're going to keep following this drainage out and around back to the truck. So said it's a beautiful day out today, but not finding any sheds yet so far, but it's definitely tore up in here. They've been stripping a lot of bark and a lot of scat, but it looks a little bit old, so we might be just a little bit behind. Somebody could have came already through here and checked this spot, or it was just before they were dropping. So, all right, well, we're gonna take a little break and we'll get back at it.
So unfortunately, we did not have any luck finding elk sheds. We were either a day late with the elk moving through that area, but elk country here in Pennsylvania is pretty darn big, and our bulls are just as big. So check out this interview that Keith did with Ned and Brian on the bull they call 455. This is a no joke, once in a lifetime bull for anybody, and a gentleman from Washington State happened to seal the deal.
All right guys, Keith here with Rack and Rod Chronicles. We're out in elk country, Pennsylvania, and I got two guys here. We're going to talk about this bull here that we shot in 2020, right here, not far from here. This is Brian and this is Ned, and they're going to take it away and tell us a story about this guy.
Well, this is the 2020 Kika bull, the one harvested with the Kika tag, the raffle tag. It was harvested by a fella named Dwayne Kramer, actually out of Washington State. He was the lucky winner that drew the tag. He harvested this bull with Elk County Outfitters on October 21st, I think it was. A little bit later, oh, here comes the dogs running in. He harvested this bull in Zone 8 on public ground. We had watched the bull for a couple days prior. He was on some private property and wasn't accessible. And then he made a move, chased some cows one day, brought him over onto the public ground and up onto the side hill. I wasn't there that day. Ned actually was. I was there the day before, but then unfortunately, real world duties and work, have to go to work.
Always happens.
Yep. And Ned was there, and a couple of the other guys. Squatch was there, and you know, they were able to get the bull down, and just a monstrous, actually 10 by 11 frame. Gross scores 468 and 7/8, I believe, and has a net score of 455 even, which Boone & Crockett, which puts it at the new Pennsylvania state record by over 7 inches, I believe it was. Well broke the old record, and it's actually number 6 now on the all-time Boone & Crockett list. But it's actually the 4th largest hunter harvested bull ever. So it's 6 on the list. So there's two bulls above this that are deadhead pickups that were found dead. So they're still scored and entered into the books. but they weren't hunter harvested. So this is, I mean, it's hard to even fathom that the 4th largest bull ever killed free range comes right here from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, not where you would expect it to.
No, and this bull actually beat out 2 other giants that were taken in Arizona last year.
Wow.
One was in the White Mountain Apache Indian Reservation, which was only a native-only hunting area. That bull was, I think that bull nets for 49, something like that. And then the other bull was taken with the Arizona governor's tag. That bull comes in, I believe, at 451. 450, yeah. Something like that, yeah. But I mean, this bull was bigger. I mean, we were on pins and needles waiting for this guy to get scored, and just hoping that we could Pennsylvania could make the claim that we had the biggest bull in the country.
It's beautiful.
And it says something to you know, to be able to compete with those big classic Western elk states like Arizona, New Mexico, that consistently produce monstrous bulls.
And he's like, you can see he's got lots of some fight. He doesn't have anything broken, but he's got some wear where he's
yeah. Now last year this bull broke this right side 4th point right off. Yep.
I mean, you can just tell that he's been fighting.
There's some break here and there's some rub.
But there's nothing broken, you know.
Yep.
He had in front of his right eye, he had a big tear with a pocket full of pus.
Yeah.
He killed him, yeah.
And actually this bull had an ear tag in it. So when we harvested it, the Game Commission comes out and does their mandatory check. The ear tag number, they were able to punch in the computer database, and they were immediately able to identify this bull being tagged as a calf as part of just yearly research. Yeah. And the bull was 11 years old.
11 years old?
Yep, he was 11 years old. Didn't sport one of the telemetry collars that some of our animals do, but he had an ear tag.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And actually where he was harvested was not very far at all from where he was tagged. But this bull lived probably 8 miles from where we was harvested.
Okay.
So our bulls travel, a lot of our bulls travel a great distance from where they summer and grow their velvet and stuff, and then to where they go to rut. And where they rut is generally, that seems to always be the most popular. That's where people find them taking pictures. And this guy was popular. He put on a show, and you know, he was the focus of a lot of different people, photography, and just regular visitors to the area. But he was only there for 4 or 5 weeks out of the year, then he was gone.
Yeah.
You know, you can pour all over the internet and photographers and Facebook and Instagram, and you never see velvet pictures of this bull, or you never see pictures of this bull in the winter in the snow anywhere.
Yeah.
Because most people, the general public, you know, didn't know where this bull spent the rest of his life. You know, now, there was some guys. Yeah, and we had finally dialed it in, and we were pretty sure we knew where we were going to find him post rut, and we got lucky. We got him before he made it to the area we were expecting to find him. But it took 4 or 5 years to try to figure out and narrow down, you know, where this bull had been.
Lots of work.
You know, whenever you hear about sightings, you're always a couple days or weeks or even months behind.
Yeah.
So it's always trying to backtrack and put all the pieces together and just figure out a bull's territory. And this guy, I mean, he for the last 4 or 5 years, he's been pretty big and freaky like this. I mean, he's had all this extra stuff.
Yeah, you were saying before, he's almost kind of got like crowns like the red stags get.
Yes.
Almost to kind of.
Yep, definitely. But I mean, he's a mainframe 6x6.
Yeah.
But I mean, all these extras, these inches, they just add up. He's pretty incredible. And to think that, I mean, he was shot with a raffle tag. Anybody can buy a chance.
Yeah.
1 chance for 25, 6 for 100. Your name goes in a big barrel. They crank up the barrel, reach in and pull out one name. That could be you.
Could be you. This could be you.
This could be you. It's an incredible bull. We can't thank Dwayne enough for choosing Elk County Outfitters, you know, to come hunting with us. This was one of the bulls that originally, you know, we had sent pictures and videos and stuff with Dwayne early on. We were talking about, and he really liked it. He's like, man, that is just a monster.
That he would like it.
Yeah,
I like it too.
Yep. So it took a couple trips out for him, and then finally on October 21st, I think it was, they were able to close the deal.
You know, we had Dwayne out a few weeks before that. He passed up 400 and...
Yeah. Funny you mentioned. Yeah, so Dwayne came out the first time. It was Labor Day weekend, I think it was, and hunted. Came out like a meet and greet thing, and hunted with us a couple days, and we hunted in Zone 12. And Dwayne passed the bull that we ended up harvesting a couple weeks later with the governor's tag, with the RMEF auction governor's tag. That bull grossed 432, and he passed it. And
He wanted this one.
we surely were scratching our heads after that, because we thought, there's no way this dude's gonna see this bull and pass it. Yeah. And he did, and we're like, oh man, what is going on? What are we gonna do now?
Like, where do you go?
That
big of a bull want to pass.
Yeah, I mean, this bull we knew of, but we knew it was a matter of being in a huntable area.
Yeah.
You know, he's back and forth some places in non-hunting areas.
Just because he's there doesn't mean you're necessarily going to get an opportunity.
Correct, yeah. So we really were scratching our heads. When he passed that first bull, we were like, holy moly, what are we going to do? Yep. So this is the 2020 Dwayne Kramer Kika Tag bull.
All right, well, thanks, guys. Thanks for the story.
No problem.
Thanks
you.
for letting us check this guy out.
No problem. No problem.
To be able to get your hands on it before it ships across the country.
Yep. But I'll give you a little tidbit of information. There's repros being made, so we're gonna have a reproduction of the king of this big guy.
That'd be pretty cool.
Back here in Pennsylvania.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, guys.
10-4.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed episode 1 of season 2, and there is a ton more action coming. So please keep an eye on Carpet TV. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram to watch for updates of the show. In the meantime, be safe, have fun, enjoy the outdoors.